highlighting partnership initiatives that complement the department's effort for ensuring that quality education will continue despite the challenges of the pandemic. For the opening message, may we have Engineer Lolita Andamon, SGOD Chief.
My greetings to our SDS, Dr. De Silva, our ESDS, Dr. Rudy Casagot, all section heads of our functional division, school heads, all our partners, teachers, all school coordinators of the schools in our division, a pleasant good morning and Merry Christmas. Once again, our division is hosting this special event, the appreciation of partners in awarding of best implementing schools and building partnerships and linkages. We give honors and recognition to all our partners and donors in public and private schools and private and also in public sectors, including parents who give us support in spite this time of pandemic. You are our great partners and this and make this basic education learning continuity plan successful. So thank you so much for your support. And also today, we also giving recognition to best implementing schools and building partnership, and we recognize at least top 12 from the elementary and top 11 from secondary. So once again, thank you so much for your support and mabuhay tayong lahat. Good morning.
For an intermission number, let's give it up for Katribo Mindanao Ensemble.
Huwag mong pansinin ang naninira sa'yo, basta't alam mo lang tama ang ginagawa mo. Huwag mong isipin, huwag mong dibdibin, kung papatulan mo lalo ka lang aasarin. Talagang ganyan, huwag mo lang patulan. Wala lang magawa kaya sila'y nagkakaganyan. Nosi palasi. Sino ba sila? Nosi palasi. Sino ba sila? Nosi palasi. Sino ba sila? Nosi palasi. Sino?
It calls for a united effort and shared community responsibility in making schools ready and safe for children. Now, the appreciation of partners in the local government unit and private sectors. Provincial Government of Davao del Norte. The Office of the Governor, headed by Governor Edwin I. Hubahib, has been very supportive to all programs and activities of DepEd Davao del Norte, especially in the implementation of basic education learning Continuity Plan. From Special Education Fund down to budget for small facilities in schools, the Office of the Governor has seen all those needs and never failed to lend a helping hand to aid our schools financially or in kinds. Brigada Eskwela financial assistance and materials for maintenance of school facilities. Realignment of Brigada Eskwela provincial SEF funds to assist the needs of schools in the implementation of Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan in this time of pandemic. Congressman Pantaleon D. Alvarez, 1st District Representative, Davao del Norte. Congressman Pantaleon D. Alvarez has been very supportive in all programs and activities of DepEd Davao del Norte, especially for this year's implementation of Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. From allocation of funds for construction of school buildings down to budget for small facilities, the 1st Congressional Office has seen all those needs and never failed to lend a helping hand to aid our schools financially or in kinds. For Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, provisions of personal protective equipment, bond papers, printers, and other office supplies to answer the needs of teachers, especially in printing of modules. Brigada Eskwela financial assistance and materials for maintenance of school facilities in all schools of DepEd Division of Davao del Norte. Congressman Alan R. Duhali, 2nd District Representative, Davao del Norte. Congressman Alan R. Duhali has been very supportive to all programs and activities of DepEd Davao del Norte, especially in the implementation of Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. From allocation of funds for construction of school buildings down to budget for small facilities, the 2nd Congressional Office has seen all those needs and never failed to lend a helping hand to aid our schools financially or in kinds. Support for Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. Provisions of personal protective equipment. 173 reams of bond papers. Printers and other office supplies to answer the needs of teachers, especially in printing of modules. Brigada Eskwela financial assistance and materials for maintenance of school facilities in all schools of DepEd Division of Davao del Norte. Honorable Nicandro T. Suwaybagyo Jr. Sangguniang Panlalawigan Representative Nicandro Nickel Suwaybagyo Jr., Chair of Education Committee, Province of Davao del Norte, has been very supportive to all programs and activities of DepEd Davao del Norte, especially in this year's implementation of Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. The person who assisted in making DepEd DavNor Tele-Paaralan broadcasting in PTV4 television network and social media page. Brigada Eskwela financial assistance and materials for maintenance of school facilities in all schools of DepEd Division of Davao del Norte. Provisions of personal protective equipment, bond papers, and other office supplies to answer the needs of teachers, especially in printing of modules. Mr. Edgar L. Taladhay, PTA Federation President, Division of Davao del Norte. Federated Parents Teachers Association, through the initiative of the President, Mr. Edgar L. Taladhay, was the first to respond to the calling of the Division of Davao del Norte for assistance in the fight for COVID-19 pandemic in schools. Realignment of all school PTA Brigada Eskwela funds to assist all schools in the provision of personal protective equipment and other sanitizing agents in school. Support the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan through calling out partners to donate materials for printing of modules and actively participated in all advocacies of Sulong Edukalidad of the Division of Davao del Norte. Honorable Georgian B. Federizo, Municipality of Nucorelia, Davao del Norte. Special Education Fund to all schools in the Municipality of Nucorelia. 75,000 pesos Brigada Escuela Special Assistance to all schools in the Municipality of Nucorelia. Brigada Escuela Financial Funds and Materials for Maintenance of School Facilities. Provisions of RISO machines, bond papers, printers, and inks to all schools in the Municipality of Nucorelia to answer the needs in the implementation of Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. World Teachers' Day financial support and tokens to all teachers of Nucorelia Municipality. Honorable Ernesto T. Evangelista, Municipality of San Pau Tomas, Davao del Norte. Brigada Escuela Financial Funds and Materials for Maintenance of School Facilities. Funds for school construction and repair school buildings. Special funds for the implementation of Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. Provisions of RISO machine, bond papers, and printers to answer the needs of teachers in module printings. Honorable Joni A. Libayao, Municipality of Talaingod, Davao del Norte. Special Education Fund to all schools in the Municipality of Talaingod. Brigada Escuela Financial Funds and Materials for Maintenance of School Facilities. Support to Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. Provisions of bond papers, printers, and other supplies to answer the needs of teachers in printing of modules. Honorable Eufrasio P. Dayaday Jr., Municipality of Asuncion, Davao del Norte. Special Education Fund to all schools in the Municipality of Asuncion. Special funds for provisions of repairs of computers and other school facilities to all schools in the Municipality of Asuncion. Brigada Escuela Financial Funds and Materials for Maintenance of Facilities. Assistance in the implementation of Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan of the Division of Davao del Norte. Funds for the reproduction of modules in secondary schools. Honorable Arnel H. Sitoy, Municipality of San Isidro, Davao del Norte. Special Education Funds to all schools in the Municipality of San Isidro. Brigada Escuela Financial Funds and Materials for Maintenance of Facilities. Financial assistance for school improvements or maintenance and provisions for ground leveling, sand and gravels, paintings, and other construction materials to various schools. Provisions of RISO machines, printers, and bond papers to assist the needs of the teachers in the reproduction of modules. Honorable Virginia J. Perandos, Municipality of Carmen, Davao del Norte. Special Education Fund to all schools in the Municipality of Carmen. Brigada Escuela Financial Funds and Materials for repair and maintenance of school facilities. Construction of school fences, covered gyms, feeding centers, and makeshift buildings necessary for various school operations. Financial support for the implementation of Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. Provision of personal protective equipment, RISO machines, bond papers, and printers essential to the printing of modules. Honorable Lea Marie M. Romano, Municipality of Braulio y Duhali, Davao del Norte. Special Education Fund to all schools in the Municipality of Duhali. Brigada Escuela Financial Funds and Materials for repair and maintenance of school facilities. Support for Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan through provisions of Internet Wi-Fi modems, RISO machines, printers, bond papers to assist the needs of the teachers in printing of modules. Honorable Maria Teresa Artimbol, Municipality of Capalong, Davao del Norte. Special Education Fund to all schools in the municipality of Kapalong. Brigada Eskwela financial funds and materials for repair and maintenance of school facilities. Support to the implementation of Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan of the Division of Davao del Norte. Provision of bond papers, printers, and other supplies to assist the needs of the teachers in printing of modules. Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office. Constant partner of the Division of Davao del Norte in Child Welfare and Development of Learners. Formulate and implement programs for women and children in partnership with DepEd Division of Davao del Norte in their aim to provide our learners with a healthy environment free from hostility and abuse. An agency that provides shelter for abused children and provides transformational home to those children in conflict with the law. Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office is the strong partner for social welfare and development of our learners. Provincial Youth and Sports Development Office, our partner in sports and development of the learners. Constant partner of DepEd DavNor in helping us procure sports facilities, uniforms of athletes, and providing million funds for the whole DavNor Pioneers contingent. Very supportive in programs and activities for the youth and even established the very first in Davao region, Sports Academy for young sports enthusiasts. The stronghold of Davao del Norte Sports Academy in the implementation of Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. 56th Infantry Battalion of Talaingod Municipality provides safety of our schools in Talaingod District, reaches out to learners by giving up school supplies even to far-flung areas, provides rice subsidy to feeding programs in schools, promote advocacy for peace and order in schools, secure the safety of our teachers and learners, especially in schools located in highlands, assist in construction and repairs of facilities of schools in Talaingod District. Provincial Environment and Natural Resources Office, strong partner in environmental preservation program in schools. Major sponsor for annual Division ESO Summit of the Division of Davao del Norte. Provides seedlings to schools and learners at home in this time of pandemic. Help the Division of Davao del Norte in advocating environmental preservation by contingency planning and technical assistance to ESO coordinators. Provincial Disaster Risk and Reduction Management Council. Provision of grab kits, batingaw, and early warning signages. Training facilitation and consultation in crafting. Contingency plans in schools, technical assistance to the division and school DRRM focal persons. Provincial Information, Communication, and Knowledge Management Office. Supports Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan through DepEd DavNor Telepaaralan, a television and social media broadcasting of lessons throughout Davao del Norte. Provides 3-hour time slots for free per day purposely for 4 Davao del Norte divisions, Telepaaralan broadcasting in PTV4 television network and social media live streaming. Always been our partner in communication and broadcasting endeavors. Tagum Cooperative. For years, Tagum Cooperative has been generous to lend a helping hand in the programs and activities of the Division of Davao del Norte. Been supporting annual Brigada Eskwela program by providing paints, cleaning materials, and other construction materials for school improvements. In this time of pandemic, Tagum Cooperative supports basic education learning continuity plan of the Division of Davao del Norte by donating bond papers, printers, and other supplies essential to printing of modules in schools. City Savings Bank. For years, City Savings Bank has been generous to lend a helping hand in the programs and activities of the Division of Davao del Norte. Been supporting annual Brigada Eskwela program by providing paints, cleaning materials, and other construction materials for school improvements to various schools with the division. In this time of pandemic, City Savings Bank assisted the schools through provisions of bond papers and other materials essential to printing of modules. Provides funding for advocacy programs for mental health, DRRM training for teachers, all expense paid. Cadet Girl Scout of the Philippines Eastern Mindanao Chapter. Been partner with DepEd for the longest time. The Girl Scout of the Philippines has been a helping hand with DepEd DavNor in molding our younger learners into a woman of values, integrity, and positive attitude to face life's challenges with grace. The contribution of the organization plays a great part in helping our younger learners into becoming a better person in the society by inculcating them self-worth. In this time of pandemic, the organization donated bond papers and other supplies essential to the needs for printing of modules. 534th Engineering Battalion, 52nd Engineering Brigade. One of the strong partners in providing safety and security of the schools. Provides labor resources in the construction of classrooms, school water facilities, and building repairs. Provides free mobilization of materials and transportation needs of schools. Davao Association of Guidance and Counseling, Philippine Guidance and Counseling Association, Davao Chapter. Strong partner in giving mental health services to teachers and learners of DepEd Davao del Norte. Free counseling services to teachers affected by armed conflict. Consultations in facilitating mental health and psychosocial support services, activities, and trainings. Dole Philippines Casilak Development Foundation Incorporated. Longtime partner to various advocacies of DepEd Davao del Norte. Funded various reading programs of schools and donated reading facilities and materials for the development of reading programs in various schools. In this time of pandemic, Casilak Foundation donated COVID-19 personal protective equipment, sanitizers, foot bath, alcohols, and chlorines. Marsman Drisdale Foundation Incorporated, Marsman Drisdale Agribusiness Group. A strong partner in giving financial and in-kind assistance to various schools in the Division of Davao del Norte. Financial and material assistance in the construction of concrete water tanks and other hand-washing facilities. Provisions of bond papers, office supplies, and printers essential to printing of modules. Nordeco, constant partner of the Division of Davao del Norte. Support to Brigada Eskwela and Oplan Balik Eskwela activities through labor resources of electrical checkups and maintenance in schools. In this time of pandemic, Nordeco has donated personal protective equipment to 35 schools. A Brigada Eskwela support. Support for basic education learning continuity plan of the Division of Davao del Norte by donating bond papers to 109 schools, a total of 475 reams, bond papers, and 180 boxes of surgical masks. Milo Sports, Nestle Philippines. Provisions of 45,000 Milo kits for all grade 1 to grade 4 learners of the Division of Davao del Norte. Their way of supporting the basic education learning continuity plan by inserting Milo kits to learning module envelopes of learners.
donated 7,000 Milo packs for the division personnel of the Division of Davao del Norte. One of the sponsors of freebies and prizes of the Best Implementing Schools special awards into the Technical Working Group. Mr. Roland S. De Hesica supported Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan of the Division of Davao del Norte through provisions of bond papers and printers to all schools in the municipality of Santo Tomas from his own personal funds. Donated various COVID-19 personal protective equipment and sanitizers to all schools in the municipality of Santo Tomas. Always been ready to support schools in various advocacies and lend assistance to the needs of learners and teachers. International Pharmaceuticals Incorporated, new partner in hand washing advocacy by provisions of soaps and other products of the company. One of the sponsors of this virtual activity through provision of freebies and prizes for the Best Implementing Schools special awards and Technical Working Group. Tadeco, A.O. Florendo Foundation, constant partner of the Division of Davao del Norte for years. Brigada Escuela financial funds and materials for repair and maintenance of school facilities. Funds for construction of buildings, classrooms, and other facilities. Support for Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan of the Division of Davao del Norte through provisions of personal protective equipment and bond papers, printers, and other supplies to assist the needs of the teachers in printing of modules. EJ Lights and Sounds. Support for Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan of the Division of Davao del Norte through provisions of personal protective equipment, printers, and other supplies to assist the needs of the teachers in printing of modules. Always ready to give support to the advocacies and program implementation of the schools.